welcome to 360 issues for today. And we are geared up and ready to go for today. My name is Raymond Okolo. You can call me the biggest of them all, the big man on radio. And this is that particular segment where we get to tackle societal issues. Major issues are happening in our country at this point in time. Major issues happening in the world as well too. This is a particular time where we get to get trade tackles a little bit, and then try to see how we can come up with a very good solution to some of these issues that are bedeviling us at this point in time. I am not going to be doing this alone for today. As always, I've got with me Dr. Solua Folakemi Yemiton. She's right here as well too in the building.
So good morning and welcome to 360 issues for today. And today is going to be interesting actually, because we want to discuss what concerns everybody. If you don't have it, you got nothing. I must say.
It makes the world go round.
It makes the world go round.
So we're going to be discussing about something that concerns each and every one of us. And that is the truth right there, because when you talk about money, now they say money makes the world go round. Money, they also say it's the root of all evil. I don't believe that one as well. So I believe that it is people who are actually the root of all evil, not money. So yes, today we are going to be discussing something, because for quite some time now, since the time where CBN had to go back on their plans due to the fact that the Supreme Court gave a judgment at that point in time suspending initial plan from CBN to stop the use of the old Naira note, and then have a lot of people using the new Naira note. And since then we had a lot of issues. We had a lot of people not having access to money. At that point in time, even I myself, I had to go through a whole lot of stress buying money at some point in time, and a lot of people complained about the fact that they were buying their own money back from the banks and then from other POS operators as well, which was not good. So it led to a whole lot of issues, and then a couple of governors decided to go to court, and eventually the Supreme Court decided that there was no point stressing the entire matter, that everyone should continue using the old Naira note alongside the new ones as well too. So at a point CBN decided to cave in, and then we all decided to start using both the old Naira note and then the new Naira note right now. And since then, it's been as if we've not had access to the new Naira note. It seems as if that we've been struggling. Everywhere you go right about now, people still have the old ones coming out. So it seems as if it is what the banks are giving out to the people at this point in time, which is the old Naira note. So that has led to some complaints, and then some people in some places are saying that it seems as if that CBN, which is the Central Bank of Nigeria, is trying to phase out the new Naira note, based on the fact that maybe their plan did not work out, which was to see to it that it was not used, that money was not used to buy votes and all of that. But we can still confirm to you that even without all those issues, that people were still engaged in vote buying during the election. So how did they do that? Only God knows. I'm not in a better position to actually give you that answer. But a lot of people have been saying it seems as if the old note is now what is being used more now, that the new Naira note seems to be phasing out a little bit. And that's the truth. To tell you the truth, I don't think I've had access to the new Naira note now for over a month now. I don't think I've actually seen one. That is the way it is. Wherever you go to buy something and then you give them the old Naira note, they still give you back the old Naira note in return. You don't see the new one. So that has led to a lot of people coming up with rumors. And CBN have come out now to say that they don't have any plan to withdraw the recently redesigned 1,500 and of course 200 Naira currency denominations from circulation. The central bank's clarification came against the backdrop of a fake news circulating in the media, particularly social media space, that the Apex Bank was considering phasing out the banknotes that were scarce. However, CBN Acting Director, Corporate Communications Department, Dr. Isa Abdul Mumin, in a statement stated such speculation is unfounded and a ploy by some interests to cause panic among members of the public. Abdul Mumin stressed that the new and old Naira notes have been circulating side by side, just as the Apex Bank had been taking delivery of a good quantity of the redesigned denominations from the Nigerian Security Printing and of course minting company as well too. He said furthermore, we are committed to supplying the approved indent for the smooth running of the economy. We therefore urge members of the public to disregard any report suggesting a phase out of the redesigned currency. Continue to be accepted as legal tender. And yes, the CBN spokesman emphasized that the redesigned banknotes will circulate side by side for transactions ahead of the December 31st, 2023 deadline, when the old 1,000, 500 and of course 200 Naira notes would eventually be phased out, and advised the public to be guided accordingly. Now, based on what they have said right now, they have come out to state clearly that they don't have any plans whatsoever of phasing out the new Naira note, that it is going to be circulating side by side as has been directed by CBN. But we, on the other hand, we are the ones who are out here, we are the ones who make use of this money on a day-to-day basis, and it seems as if there's still a little bit of struggle in even getting the old Naira note as it stands, and then the new ones are no longer being seen anywhere. So today we want to actually find out from a lot of people out there if they still have access to the new Naira notes, because CBN are saying that it's been circulating side by side with the old one. So we want to find out from you if you think that what they are saying is true, because we know that in Nigeria, basically when a rumor comes up, there is an atom of truth to it, and there is no smoke without fire. So do you think that maybe that is the plan, and then they are just trying to come out and then try to convince a lot of Nigerians that that is not the case? Or do you think that something else is going on behind the scenes that we do not know about? But then we also want to find out from you as well if you have access to the new Naira notes. And then maybe some people are feeling that maybe because of the fact that the December 31st deadline is coming, that there is a possibility as well that some people are getting their hands on the new Naira notes and then deciding to hoard it, deciding to just keep it stuck in their bedroom, or dig a hole in their ground and put it inside a Ghana must go bag and put there until December 31st, so that they don't have to go through the same issues that they went through when we had the issues with money in the country.
I will support CBN of what they have actually come out to say, saying they are not planning, or they don't have the plan to phase out the new Naira note, because it's not possible. It's not going to work anywhere.
Why is it not possible?
It will not be possible because even the old note is not circulating yet. To some extent, the banks are complaining now that people are not bringing back the money they are withdrawing from the bank. So if they are not getting money from the bank, so where else is this money going to? So, and if money finishes, because they have the amount of money they have printed already, and they are not going to start printing the old note again right about now. It's not possible. If they want to be printing any money now, it will be new money. It will be new notes they will be printing. So that is it. So in that aspect, I will say that it is what people are seeing that they are coming out to say. That, because on a normal thinking, I'm not seeing money anywhere. I'm not seeing new notes. Okay, even the old note is a problem to get. Although
the prices has reduced drastically,
yes.
But then it is still the same thing, at least 1,000 to 100, 2,000 to 200, 3,300. So it is still a bit fair, but then still a bit on the high side as well, to depend when you look at it as well. But it seems as if it is still being bought. A lot of, it's not coming from the bank anymore. Even the ATMs as well, most times are not working.
Banks are complaining, citizens are complaining, and now they will come out. It's not possible. So let's not even have that mind that they want to face it out. The only problem I have with them is, now we are supposed to be seeing more of the new notes instead of the old notes. But the problem, because the same problem we'll face in February, I'm telling you, by November, that's even if it's up to November, actually, from October, November, December, I hope we will not see shege again. We'll still face the same shege if CBN are not being careful right now. If they are not disbursing this new note, we will still face the same thing that we'll face in February. So I don't think they will have the mind to say that they want to face it out. That would be a big slap on them if they try it. It would be, okay, let's say what they actually planned on doing doesn't really work. I see people that collect transfer during election period. So I said, I'm going to say this. I saw people actually collect transfer. So if they say they don't want vote by, what do? Is it not the same thing? In fact, the one they will transfer will be huge than the one they collect with their hands. Because nobody will want to do the normal 500 naira recharge card or 1,000 naira money they give to people. It will be huge actually. But it will not go around to many people. That's the only thing. But people still go ahead to buy it. That shows that what they actually planned for did not work. The main reason why they say they are changing the new the currency actually did not work out. Okay, I will say that it should be a slap on them. It will be a big shame on them if they try it. But they've come out now to say that they are not facing it out. So let's trust them to some extent, because the money is not circulating yet.
Right.
But let them please have a way to start printing more of this new note so that it can circulate more. I can't actually say the last time I used my hand to touch the new Naira note.
Exactly.
Maybe since February or March. Since that time, I've not seen 200 or 1,000 naira or 500 naira. I've not been seeing it, okay. I must say. We don't have any choice than to bring the money they have at home to be spending. So if we have just 200 naira old notes being in use, then 1,000 naira, 500 naira, and 200 naira old naira and new naira notes now being in use, to some extent it will work, because we still have old 100 naira, 50 naira, and the rest of them. Even 5 naira that is not really useful before. During those period, you know how they
actually someone gave me 5 naira. I asked him, 5 naira still did.
You understand? You know how useful it was in February. You can go to the bank to withdraw 10,000 naira, and you are counting 10 naira, 10 naira, and you look at yourself that how many pieces will I hold to buy some things? So we still have all those ones. So going back to the idea of the president would be the best thing to start up with now. Now, it's still early. This is May. So by the time they actually do that, from this May, June, July, August, September, we still have 7 months? 7 months now. We still have 6 to 7 months. So it will work out so that we'll not face the same problem. And so as I'm talking to you, some people have money at home already, while some did not have any money because they rely.
They don't save at home.
It's not as if they don't want to save at home, but they don't have what to save. Is it somebody that is not having what to eat now that will have something to save at home? You understand? Some people are relying on their salary. Once they receive the salary, is what they spend throughout the month. So where do they get the one they want to save at home? So the CBN should just try and help to print more of new notes, then collect back the old notes right from now.
With that, those millions or billions of naira that were no longer in circulation, that have been in people's possession, that they've been keeping it in secret rooms and all of that, were returned back to the bank. That was the initial plan for them doing that. And now we're asking these questions, simple questions really. Do you think, from your own part, that CBN achieved their goal for redesigning the new Naira notes? And of course, do you think that with the way things are going right now, that there would be a repeat of what happened before, where we were struggling to have access to the money? Do you think that as we approach December, that maybe that might still return? Or do you think that maybe or is there any other way you feel the CBN can do this right now to avoid such things happening again? These are the questions that we want you to answer for us this morning. The best way to go about avoiding what happened is to suspend the POS transactions. Are you also in support of that? Do you think that in doing that, that will help to allow people bring out the money that they have, and then any old notes would be taken to the bank, and then the bank would also get to give out new Naira notes to the people?
It's just for them to correct themselves so that it will not repeat itself. So I think we'll have to go back to the president idea, President Buhari, by allowing the 200 naira old note to be in use, and the CBN try to print more of a new note, then start collecting the old naira notes back right now. This is still May, so it will work out with that. And for the bank, I will follow Mr. Chidi. The only thing they can do now is to increase, the amount. Maybe they increase the amount, the interest rate actually, to those that deposit money in bank. That's the only way they can allow. That's the only thing that can draw people back to the bank. As for me, if I have any money too, I will have the money. But before I start doing that, it will be close to December, not now. Because if I hold money now, it is a waste to me. It is a waste to me. It won't increase anything to me. You understand? So I would rather use that money to do what will make the money increase rather than holding it.
Okay.
So it's the CBN that should be on the track now to print more of this new note and start collecting the old naira back.